In this demonstration, I'll show you how to create a label file and a label. So I have a project created called DB Fleet Management, and we are going to add a new label file and labels to this project. So to begin, I'm going to right click on the project node, go to add, and I'm going to add a new item. Once the menu displays, I'm going to go over to the left-hand side and select Labels and Resources, and I can select a label file. And I'm just going to go ahead and give this the name DB Fleet Management. And then I'll go ahead and click Add. You'll notice once I click Add, a label file wizard will display, and now we'll need to go ahead and give this label file an ID. So generally, it's a good idea to abbreviate the file name, as the file will be referenced frequently by developers. So in this case, I might do something like Rpf70 to make this a little bit shorter for our developers and to make it easier to reference while we are developing. So once we've done that, I'll go ahead and click Next. And now what we can do is we can select different languages to associate with the label file. So for this example, I'll keep the default, which is English here. It is important to reiterate that if I were to add other languages to this file, the same label IDs in this file would resolve to whatever languages we supported as needed by each user's language and region selection. So I'll just go ahead and click Next. And then we can see a summary here. So we have our DBFM file name, we have the languages that we selected, and then we'll just go ahead and click Finish. So we'll see here over on the right-hand side that the wizard created a language tree for the label file, and it's created the language-specific file within the tree. So you'll also want to note that the file type for the label file is the well-known .txt file type. Now to create a new label in the label file, what we can do is we can just right-click on the actual label file, and we can go ahead and create a new label. So I'll do that by clicking Open, and what this will do is it'll open the label file in the designer for us. And what we can do is we can search for certain labels within this label file by using the search, or we can create new ones, delete labels, as well as find references as well. So I'll just go ahead and make a new label that I know we'll be using later, and it's going to be called Vehicle ID. It is also important to search for existing label files that may fit your purpose before you create a new one. So we'll do that first. So what we can go ahead and do is type in vehicle and click enter. And we can see here that this did not find any IDs that are related. So I'm just going to go ahead and close out of my search, and I'm going to click new. Here we have a new label ID that we can go ahead and enter in here. So I'll go ahead and enter in a meaningful ID so that we know what it's used for. So I'm going to type in DB vehicle ID. And so then we'll kind of know when we're working in other, elements or projects later on what this exactly is used for. And in the label and description, I can go ahead and give this a label. So I'm just going to do DB vehicle ID. And then in the description, I'm just going to go ahead and call this label demonstration, because I might want to use this later on, and I can see that this was used in my demonstration for this. All right, so once we've created a new label, we can also delete labels as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this top one that we accidentally created just by clicking the delete. And so now I have this new DB vehicle ID label that can be referenced anywhere in the system. I'll just go ahead and save this.